Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the Honeymooner wrap, which I test knit, so that was fun. And so the Honeymooner wrap is designed by Nicole Michael of Yarn Crafts by Nicole. So some of you all might actually know her from YouTube, but of course we'll get into that later. So let's go ahead and show it off. Okay. Here it is. It is super long. It's wonderful. Here it is. And I think I'll wear it. There's so many different ways to style this. But for today, just so you can see the lovely eyelet details, I'll just drape it over me for today so you all can see that. Okay, and this feels so good and cozy. Oh my gosh, it's so cozy. Okay, so let's talk about this pattern. I did take notes as I was making this pattern, so you all will see. Also, I am dog sitting this week for my little sister, so you may see somebody extra in the frame today. All right, so this is a paid pattern, and what's so fun is that this pattern actually just came out this week. It came out April 21st, so it is fresh off the press. Yeah, it's awesome. Now the yardage that you will need for this is between 740 to 760 yards, and that is 677 to 695 meters. And this is sport weight yarn. I hadn't used sport weight yarn in a very long time, and so it was just really nice to use. It's kind of like that perfect medium between, not as big as DK, but certainly not as thin as a fingering weight yarn. So I love that. And for the hook size, I used a G, which is a 4mm crochet hook. I did a swatch. I was a good tester, and I did a swatch, and I made gauge. And so I pinned and I wet blocked my swatch because that was how I was going to block the finished project. And so, as I mentioned, this pattern is written for sport weight yarn. However, Nicole did allow a few people to test with DK and fingering weight yarn just to see how it would look. And I will link the Ravelry page for this, and you all can check out some of the patterns. The fingering weight ones look amazing, and there's some DK ones in there as well that look awesome. And so mine, of course, is a solid color, but there was some variegated and tonal colors that were used for the testing as well. So I will leave you all a link to go check those out. Okay, so the yarn that I used is this yarn here. This is I Love This Yarn Sport Weight. Super soft. And this is how much I had left. So I actually bought 4 skeins of yarn, and I only ended up using 3. So I have 1 whole skein left. And perhaps you all can let me know what to do with this extra skein of yarn. So each skein is 230 yards, 210 meters, and that's 2.5 ounces, 71 grams. And so this yarn is 100% acrylic, and it is so soft. Yeah, super soft. I actually wanted to make this out of wool, but there was no way I was going to be able to have the yarn shipped here and still make the deadline. So I needed to get some yarn that I could get very quickly. But yeah, it's wonderful. Some of the yarns that I was thinking of using, let's see, there's a Drops Baby Merino, which is wool and it's sport weight. And so I'm definitely keeping that one in mind in case I ever want to make this again. It's really hard to find a lot of sport weight yarn. So if you all know of any sport weight yarns, especially like commercial sport weight yarns, just go ahead and let me know below. I would love to know more. So yes, this yarn is amazing, and it has a very, very, very slight halo, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, this is so soft. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you all think I should make with this yarn. Okay, let's put that back. All right, so let's see, what else did I want to tell you all about this? What I love, and I'll talk more about like what I really love about the pattern, but just looking here and just looking at it, I love the stitch definition. It is amazing. I just love it so much. And now, I did mention that I wet blocked and pinned this shawl or this wrap, and I did write down the measurements. So before blocking, it was 75 inches long and 12 inches wide. After blocking, it was 90 inches long and 13.5 inches wide. So I actually gained 15 inches in length and 1.5 inches in width after blocking. Let's talk about the designer. So, as of right now, Nicole has 9 patterns on Ravelry and on her website. She also has an awesome YouTube channel that I just think is amazing, and she shows off her beautiful crochet creations. And I will link her Instagram, Ravelry, her shop website, and her YouTube channel. I will link all of that in the description box below so you can definitely check her out. And so Nicole was inspired to make this wrap by a wonderful, beautiful honeymoon that she had in Rome. And what's so cool is that when she was making the sample for this for this wrap, she used yarn that she had bought in Italy. It was Italian yarn, and so it just made it even more special and more romantic. And so yes, that is how the name Honeymooner wrap came to be, because she was in Rome, she was on her honeymoon, and she was inspired by this yarn. So yeah, love that story. I love it when a pattern has like a wonderful little story to go along with it. Here's my thoughts about the pattern. All right, first of all, Nicole has no idea I'm making this video. Yeah, this is just something that I wanted to make because I wanted to tell you all about this wrap. I really wanted to share it with you. And so this shawl, it took me 11 days to crochet, which like isn't long at all. I have to admit though, like being a tester, it just seems like I was taking forever to do this. And then when I looked at my notes, I was like, I only took 11 days to make this. And I was like, it's really not that long of a time. So yeah. And I will say that this was really hard to put down. I just wanted to do one more row, one more row, one more row. It was just so hard to put down. Really, really hard. And I love the width. I love the length. It's super versatile for styling. And I have to say my favorite part of this wrap is this detail, the edge detail, that point. I love that deep feature. And the point was really the main reason why I wanted to test this pattern. As soon as she posted it and I saw like these triangle points, I was like, okay, as soon as that test call drops, I'm signing up. I absolutely love this. So yes, the pattern was really easy to memorize. After like the 10th repeat, I had it down pat, no problem. So that was really great. And as I mentioned, the shawl can be worn in a lot of different ways. In fact, Nicole posted a video on Instagram showing 5 different ways to wear this wrap. So definitely check her out. Yeah, you'll really like that. So the only issue I would say that I had with this pattern was the curling. It does curl like a little bit while you work with it. And even after blocking, I still was experiencing some curling. However, that is not a deal breaker for me. No, that is not a deal breaker at all. It's just a little bit of curling. But I just wanted to let you all know that depending on the yarn that you use, you may experience that. So yeah, you might experience a slight curl, but it's really not a big deal. And I feel like if I was just to block the ends one more time, the curl would probably come out. So I might just do that. Now, as great as these look, the decreases were a bit of a challenge. Yeah, but I got it. I got it. It was definitely a bit of a challenge. And what I really like about testing for Nicole is that she listens really well and she takes feedback really, really well. And so, you know, that's amazing. And yeah, I would definitely want to pattern test for her again. So yeah. All right. So I have links to all of the information that I talked about in the description box below. Also, I have some of my favorite crochet tools. I have a link for those as well. Also, check out my YouTube community tab. I ask a lot of fun questions there. And let me know what you worked on while watching, or maybe you just chilled. Just let me know what projects you're working on in general. That would be fantastic. Also, I will leave my Ko-Fi link below. Thank you for all of those who have already supported me through Ko-Fi. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to continue watching, you can simply click on one of the boxes on the end screen. So until next time, bye.